My name's Simon Reed and I'm the co-owner of Scribe Tattooing and the Tattoo Parlour in Bournemouth.
Hello, my name's Caroline Reed and I own Scribe Tattoo Studio and the Tattoo Parlour in Bournemouth with my husband Simon Reed.
The studio's been running for about 11 years now. Me and my wife set it up and we've just gone from strength to strength and we just want to move tattooing on a little bit more. So we've come up with the idea of the Tattoo Parlour where the whole family can come along, have something to eat, have something to drink and have a bit of fun really.
We own Scribe Tattooing. We've been working in the tattoo studio for 11 years, which is brilliant. We've got the most fantastic customers in the world. Our customers are the best customers in the world and they come and they hang out. So we get to a Saturday and we've been making 50 cups of tea and the studio will be full and the waiting space would be full. And we realised we didn't have enough room to look after them and give them the experience and the service that they wanted. So we wanted to create a place where everybody was welcome. You could hang out, you could have a beer, you could have a tattoo, you could have a monster burger, ice cream sundaes, bring your kids for ice cream sundaes, and we could generally hang out. So we have created the Tattoo Parlour, the world's first fully licensed tattoo studio, where you can have all of those things. We can hang out with the best customers in the world, and we can be open. We can hang out in the evening. We hang out with them till 10 o'clock at night, have a few beers, talk crap, talk designs, talk tattoos. Brilliant.
Tattooing's been going since Stone Age. The Stone Age men used to cut themselves with bits of bone and rub a bit of coal from the fire into it. The oldest bit of bone that they found with a piece of skin on it had a tattoo on it. So it always makes me laugh when people go, what are you going to do when it finally sort of calms down a bit? But we've always been busy before the general public sort of had Miami ink, and we'll always be busy afterwards. You know, I'm tattooing people now that will be tattooed for probably 60, 70 years of their life, so, you know, hopefully the Tattoo Parlour will give them somewhere to go where they can hang out with like-minded people.
Tattoo designs. It's a very new idea now that people bring their designs to a studio. I think it's probably within the last about 5 years people have decided that they'd like to put together their own design, bring it in and communicate to you how they'd like it, why they want it, you know, where it's going to go. Which has been good because it brings lots of new ideas in, but it is also fraught with danger because people will bring a very complex piece of artwork in and they want it size of about 50p. Now, anybody that has any contact with tattooing and has a tattoo at all will understand tattooing is like drawing on wet blotting paper. If you draw a line, the lines move out. So any lines that are very close together will just fill as a nasty blob. So designing, it's nice to have the input. It's nice to have the inspiration and the idea from the customer. But they've got to work with their artist and take on board their advice.
The whole concept will be when we eventually get the next tattoo parlour open. I mean, there's no such thing as a tattoo parlour. There's a tattoo studio and a tattoo shop. The parlour was always somewhere in Victorian homes where you would meet, eat, drink and chat with your mates. You wouldn't let them in the front room. You definitely wouldn't let them in the dining room, so you get together in the parlour and the gentleman would go there and smoke and whatever. And the tattooist used to turn up with his barra and he'd set up in the parlour, so that's where the word tattoo parlour comes from. And we're just sort of trying to claim it back for ourselves. And as far as I know, we are the world's first fully licensed tattoo studio where you can come, you can have your tattoo, then you can have a beer and shots while you're sat there being tattooed. Obviously we won't tattoo you, like turn up drunk, but there's nothing stopping you having a few shots and a few beers while you're being tattooed.
Why are we different? Why is Scribe Tattoo Studio and the Tattoo Parlour different from other studios in the area? What I'm about to say might be controversial, but I really believe it in my heart. I believe that we try harder. We try harder. We're all in early, we're all in an hour early, where we strip down and we clean through and we sterilise and we sanitise everything that we have. And that's a lot of us working for an extra hour. And actually all these guys come in for an extra hour and they don't get paid for that. They'll do a tattoo, they'll clean down. So when they put their tattoo machine down, they pick up a cloth. When they put their cloth down, they pick up a pencil. When they put their pencil down, they pick up a tattoo machine. It doesn't stop. They are absolutely committed to turning out a quality product over and over and over. There's not a good day or a bad day. It's absolutely consistently done to the best best of their ability. Each individual doesn't just do a half-assed attack, and I'm not saying anybody else does, but I really believe we're different because we try harder and we want to give people a great experience, not just take their money. The money's handy because people want to be paid, but we just try harder. I really believe that in my heart.
We're certainly bigger, certainly better, and we've got years behind us. You know, plenty of talent. There's plenty of new talent coming through. Like I said, we're the world's first fully licensed tattoo studio that you can walk into, have a beer, have something to eat. The kids can come, they can sit and watch mum, dad having their tattoo. Right, we have a bit of fun with them, a bit of blue modelling, and hopefully it'll just be a cool place for people to come.
What to expect for your first tattoo? Well, if you come to Scribe or the Tattoo Parlour, what you can expect from us is for us to do our best for you. Absolutely try to give you what you want. So in return, you've got to see this whole tattoo escapade as a partnership. And you have that role to play in your partnership, which will include things like turning up a little bit early or on time, turning up clean, turning up well fed, making sure that you can communicate to your artists what you need and give them time to listen. So be part of a partnership and be helpful. If they want you to sit in a certain way, it's not because they're being awkward, it's because that's how the tattoo has to take place. So remember, you're part of a team. And if you have that sort of attitude, part of a team, your tattoo will always be brilliant. Always be brilliant.
If you come and see us, we can you can choose something from the wall, or you can come in and there's probably 6 artists that can sit down with you, custom design your own personal tattoo and apply it. So you'll leave with something different. You'll never walk into anywhere and see that tattoo on anyone else. You know, it couldn't be better. Custom made, design, applied, delivered.
At Scribe and the Parlour, we ask you to look after your tattoo in a certain way. Now, this is born of years and years of experience, obviously, and every studio will give you different advice on how to look after your tattoo. But we want you to listen to your particular artist's advice and follow exactly what they say. Please try not to listen to your mates down the pub or some crazy internet article that's written by some complete lunatic that has no concept of a real tattoo. Listen to your artist, and remember that part of that partnership of coming in and working with your artist extends all the way to your tattoo being finished. You know, 6 weeks, you still should be thinking of that tattoo as new and looking after it exactly how you were asked. We ask you to wash the tattoo a couple of times a day, let it heal. Imagine if you fell off your bike and you had a bit of a road rash. You wouldn't go home and put cream on it. I must put cream on it. I have a graze. I must put cream on. You don't. You wash it and let your body heal. Your body's produce all it's your job. Your body is to do is reproduce and heal. Reproduce and heal. Reproduce, heal. Some people reproduce more than they heal. Reproduce and heal. Why would you go home and try to heal yourself with some crazy lotion? So your artist knows what he's doing. You're in a nice, clean environment. Let your body just heal it, and it'll be brilliant.
Okay, what we expect from them, more importantly, is that they turn up clean. Maybe some deodorant would be good. Early. Have had something to eat at least 2 hours prior to the tattoo, because it's a stressful thing to go through. If you don't, your blood sugars will crash out on you and you'll probably pass out. And once they do that, they'll turn up. They'll be asked to fill out a consent form. Once they've filled out the consent form, they'll sit down with the artist, and the artist will take them through having their tattoo. The lining is slightly more painful than the infill, but nothing drastic. You know, I'm covered in tattoos, and there's nothing brave about me. I don't know. Then the tattoo will be washed and dressed. They'll be given verbal aftercare. They'll be given written aftercare, and you know, if they're worried, they can always come back, and we'll have a look at it for them. Don't turn up drunk, you won't get tattooed. Do turn up clean. No, we just ask you to wash the tattoo, keep it clean and dry-ish. You know, obviously shower, because nobody likes Mr. Smelly. And just keep it clear of like dog hair, gravel, dirt, dust. You know, people just, you know, we had one woman turn up and she, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'll let the dog lick it, you know, because it's got anaesthetic on its tongue, like, you know. But it's also been licking its arse, so, like, you know, it's not a good move.
Beers, burgers, tattoo. Is there anything else? Do you need anything else in life? That's it. Done.